I want y'all to know, I always have one of these on hand for good luck. I'm gonna save you for later though. Howdy everyone, welcome back to the Vulgar Kitchen. Today I'm going to be making a no-bake raspberry cheesecake as requested by Byron Chandler. So thank you so much for requesting this recipe. I love cheesecakes, but let's be real, they're kind of a pain in the ass because you gotta bake them a certain way and then you gotta let them cool for 13,000 years, that way the top doesn't crack. So the cool thing about no-bake cheesecakes is just that. You don't gotta bake them, you don't gotta worry about cooling them down, you just put your stuff together, make it, let it cool a little bit so it can get to a nice cold temperature, and then you eat it. So that is just what we are going to be doing today, my friends. I'm going to be making this delicious no-bake raspberry cheesecake, and here are the ingredients for the cheesecake body itself, and later while this is cooling, I'm going to be making a nice delicious raspberry sauce to put on top of the cheesecake. It's gonna be magnifico. So let me run through my little list of ingredients and we will get on our merry way. First, I have a no-bake gluten-free pie crust. Is that not the coolest thing ever? Well, I mean, I know they make no-bake pie crust, but the fact that this one is gluten-free blows my mind. I love it. I saw it at the grocery store and I was like, cha-ching! I know just what I'm gonna use this for. And I have 8 ounces of softened cream cheese, 3/4 cup of sour cream, 3/4 cup of powdered sugar, a whole tub of Cool Whip vanilla extract, and in this teeny tiny adorable little bottle is some raspberry oil. I recently made some strawberries and cream flavored fudge, and for that I used strawberry oil, and I found this little itty bitty baby of raspberry oil, and I had such an awesome result with the strawberry oil that I figured I would give this raspberry a try for my raspberry cheesecake. So first things first, we want to open up our softened cream cheese, dump it in our bowl, and give it a nice beat to get it nice and creamy. Dump the whole thing in. Boop. Throw this away. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to beat my cream cheese to get it nice and fluffy and creamy, very carefully. That's all it took. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in my sour cream. Use my little spatula here. Perfect. Set that there for the mo. And let me scrape out the cream cheese from my freaking mixer here. Oy, oy, oy. Oh my gosh, I'm stabbing it like the shower scene in the movie Psycho. Now I'm gonna mix this up. Wonderful. I am successfully getting it all over me, so we are right on schedule. And now I'm going to pour in my powdered sugar. And away we go. And now what I'm going to do is I am going to pour in the entire 8 ounces of my Cool Whip topping here. Oh, I was literally bracing for impact and nothing happened. That was very anticlimactic. Dump the whole son of a bitch in. Blop. The dog is in between my legs. Girl, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I believe I am done with these. So I'm gonna carefully take them out of here. All right, into the sink. Unplug for safety. Woohoo. Using the hand mixer today was very painless. We kept the mess down to a minimum. All right, now I'm just going to fold my whipped topping into my cream cheese mixture. This is a great dessert for the spring or the summer. It's something nice that you could take to your barbecues or picnics, and you don't have to worry about heating up your damn house in the summertime because this requires no baking. You don't need to use your oven. And that is always a plus because believe you me, Lord have mercy, it is April. And we are already getting temperatures in the mid-80s down here in South Florida, so the less time that needs to come on and heat this place up, the happier I am. Now I'm going to put in my vanilla extract. Perfect. Thank you. And just lightly mix that in with it. Now what I'm going to do is the part that I'm so excited about. I'm going to add my raspberry oil. All right, let's see how she goes. Let me open it up. Oh! Okay, it does not smell as good as the strawberry oil. This kind of smells like fruity nail polish remover. But we'll see, Pour just a smidge in at a time. And I'll decide how much oh gosh, that was a lot. And I'll decide how much I need as I go. Ooh, it's got a nice pink color to it, as it should, because raspberries are pink. So I don't even need any food dye. But I was gonna leave this kind of white anyways and not use food dye because I wanna have a nice contrast to that beautiful pink raspberry sauce that I'm gonna put on top. Let's give this a taste test, shall we? See if I need to add more or not. Let me wipe this off. Okay, take a little smidge. It's good. You can Hello?
It's good.
You can definitely taste the raspberry oil, but I think I'm gonna add a smidge more just to give it a little bit more of a nice raspberry flavor. Okay, plenty. I don't want to do any more. Gently mix that in. Wow, now it's really pink. Oh, well, it's like pink for a second and then it just kind of turns white again. Oh, whew, you can smell the raspberry, that's for sure. It doesn't need to be too potent because, as I've said 10,000 times, I'm going to be putting a raspberry sauce on top, and that's where we're going to be getting the real raspberry kick to this. Looks beautiful. It's got a nice, beautiful, fluffy texture to it. It's very light, very airy. And now I'm going to dump it into my no-bake pie crust here. In with you. Smooth this down nice and easily over the top. Kind of want to create like a little bit of a wall. That way when I pour the raspberry sauce, it doesn't just over the edge. Wow, this looks pretty good. Here we have it. This is pre-raspberry sauce. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop this into the fridge, let it set for a couple hours. And while I'm doing that, I will be right back with you guys, gonna do some cleanup and get the supplies that I need to make my beautiful raspberry sauce to put on top of this bad boy. Lord have mercy, do not fall, do not fall, do not fall. Alrighty folks, now I have everything set up. So what I have here is 1 cup of water, 1 cup of fresh raspberries, 3/4 cup of sugar, and behind this stuff I have a couple tablespoons of water, and I'm going to be using a couple tablespoons of cornstarch. That way I can make a little slurry to get the sauce nice and thick. Okay, so let's get to it. First things first, gonna turn on my induction stove top. And we're gonna put the heat up. Gonna use this pan instead, y'all. The other one was being a pain in the ass, wasn't heating up. Again, this thing works by magnetic waves, and I guess it wasn't reading the magnetic bottom of it or whatever. I don't know. But anyways, we're gonna use this pan instead. And now let's get started. So, gonna dump in my raspberries. Whee! I just hope this pan's big enough. Gonna kind of break them around a little bit first before I put the water in. Now, gonna dump in the water. And now, gonna add in my sugar. I have this out because what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna actually be straining the seeds out of my sauce, once it's ready, of course. All right, now I'm just gonna babysit this for a little bit, let it cook down, let all these raspberries break up, and then once it starts to boil a little bit, that's when I'm gonna add my cornstarch mixture to help it thicken up really nicely. Alrighty everyone, it has been a couple minutes. My sauce is nice and thick and all the raspberries are broken down. So again, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna strain it into my bowl here. Pour it on in. Into the sink with this. Alright, now let me unplug this guy. Perfect. So it's nice and quiet now. Now I'm just gonna kind of push all this around, try to strain all of that nice, beautiful syrup through that I just made. Push through all the juice. It smells amazing. Alrighty, I think that's about as much as I'm gonna get from this. Gonna dump my seeds out and put everything else in the sink. Get a spoon so I can show y'all real quick. Ooh, the bowl is very hot. This is what we have, this beautiful raspberry syrup. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop this in the fridge and let it get nice and cold because I don't wanna pour this hot syrup on top of my cold cheesecake or else it's just gonna melt it all and then it's gonna get really funky and make a damn mess. So I'm just gonna let this chill out for a little while. I myself am going to chill out for a little while and then I will be right back to y'all. All right, so my syrup has cooled sufficiently and now I'm going to pour it onto my cheesecake. It's still a little warm, but I don't give a shit. I don't feel like waiting any longer. Ooh. Just gonna spread this. Make this a nice. Oh no! We gon' fix it. We gon' fix it. That's why I said I wanted to build like an edge, because I knew that was gonna happen. A little bit of a wall. That way when I pour the raspberry sauce, it doesn't just over the edge. Well, it's making a damn mess, but it smells phenomenal. And I know it's gonna taste good too. All right, well, I'm gonna let that chill like that. Let me wipe up the edges real quick. Getting raspberry everywhere. Carefully lift this up. Set it here. Oh my God, it looks like I murdered somebody here. If the police came in right now, they would sure as hell think that I just killed somebody. That is for damn sure. All right, so I'm gonna set this back in the fridge, let it cool down a little bit, clean up, and then after this has had time to set a little bit, I will give it the old taste test. Damn, this shit is everywhere. Now, after cleaning up my countertop, which was a lot more annoying than it seemed, my no-bake raspberry cheesecake has cooled. It looks ugly as sin. I would lift it up and show you, but I just don't want to make any more of a mess than I'm probably already about to. I'm gonna cut me a slice of this and dig in. I'm anxious to see how this crust tastes. I've never had a gluten-free no-bake crust before, so. All right, just gonna, very carefully. Oh, well, a little bit of the crust got left behind. Here, let's get that, shall we? Boop, boop, boop. Here, ignore the little crust bits, but here we have the cheesecake. And now, it's falling apart. But what's cheesecake without some whipped cream? So, we're gonna give this a little shake here and do a little dollop on top. Oh, it slid right off. Oh, oops. I'll show you a little 360 spin here. Ooh. Ooh, yeah, baby. Looks like shit, but let's give it a taste. Cheers. Wait, what am I doing? Cheers. Gotta get some whipped cream. Ooh, that crust is really good. Wow, you know? Obviously, I can taste the raspberry from the raspberry sauce that I made, but that raspberry oil has a very distinctive taste to it. It's almost a little more, how would I describe it? It almost has like a citrusy kind of flavor to it. Ooh, I don't know, but I like it. I thought it was gonna suck because a lot of gluten-free foods suck, but that does not suck. That is good. I can already feel it not agreeing with my belly, but you know what? I don't even care because this is damn tasty. That kind of saucy raspberry syrup on top, that is really tasty. Messy as hell, but it is really tasty. All right, everyone, thank you so much again for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you have any fun ideas for new recipes you want me to try, comment down below and I will do my very best to try and make them for you. And as always, don't know what time you're watching, so have a good morning, good day, good night, and goodbye. All right, enough for now, because I gotta go to the bathroom.